this is an interesting topic because everybody wants to be an advisor nowadays. Every accountant says, I want to improve my advisory services. I want to go advisor services. And when you listen to everybody out there, that's where all the big bucks is, right? That's where you make all the money. That's your highest profit. I'm going to have a little difference of opinion here. Advisory services are good. Don't get me wrong. They're actually beneficial. But the problem with advisory services, the way we build our practices with advisory, it's you, the owner, that does all the advising. It's you, the partner, that does all the advising. And you have limited time. If you're going to build your practice, you can't be the advisor. You can't be the core. And the other thing about advisory services is it requires a high level of expertise and knowledge. So when you bring these people in, they're not inexpensive. They're very pricey people. So understand, if you want to build an advisory service or an advisory type of practice, you have to change your entire model. It's not based on how you do tax returns. It's not like adding a couple of things where you put in your profits go up, down this thing, or you do a cash flow. That's not advisory services. Advisory services, in the true sense, is helping people transform their businesses. It's helping them be proactive. It's helping them to avoid mistakes and stuff. That takes time, that takes energy, and that takes commitment. If you want to provide what I call analysis services, sure, that could be easily added to your practice. If you want to do true advisory services, you have to look at it in a completely different way, and you literally have to build a division. And you also have to change your pricing and understanding that advisory services will require you to have a different customer base. Can you use your existing customer base? Yes, you can, but you'll have to pull certain people out. So understand that you can do peripheral advisory services if you'd like, and that would be a complement to your practice, but it might be 10 or 20% increase. It's not going to hugely impact. And if you want it to be a core component or a scalable product, you can't be the advisory person. You have to come up with a different solution. So I didn't tell you specifics of how to join, how to do advisory. There's all sorts of advisory. You can do a tax advisory component. You can have accounting. You can have chief financial officer advisories. You can have business. You can have HR. There's a slew of things you can do, right? Strategic planning, which is one of my areas that I always go into and help build. That's what I live on. So yes, advisory services are great for an accounting firm, but if you want to go into it, you have to put a lot more effort, and you have to decide if you're going to be the guy or girl, or is it going to be somebody else? And I would recommend build it so that you're not the key focus. It's not going to go very far.